Well, hello there. Today we have a new story for you. Well, it's not a new story. It's been around since 1951. It's called The Snowman's Christmas Present. And it's by Irma Wild. And one thing I have to tell you about this book is that somebody, and we won't name names, Sherry, colored on the pages. But that's okay because the story is still good even if they have some coloring marks here and there. They last for a long time. And this is the Snowman's Christmas Present. And you can see a snowman right there. Oh, let's bring that snowman in so you can see. This is the story of the snowman told to the big red sun at sunset on Christmas Day. Three children make a snowman yesterday while the snowflakes were still falling, and I am the snowman that they made. Billy, the oldest child, gave me my nose. It's that nice orange carrot you see. Mary found 2 lumps of coal for my eyes, and a little Davy drew my mouth with a stick. My mouth drooped at the corners a bit because Davy is too little to draw very well. Tomorrow is Christmas, said Billy. I hope Santa Claus brings me a sled, a ball, a bike, and a puppy. Me too, said little Davy. Me too. I want a doll that looks like a princess, a handbag, a dress, a doll carriage to wheel. Oh, I wish it was Christmas right now, said Mary. Me too, cried Billy. Me too, cried little Davy. Me too. They laughed and ran around and around the yard, and their cheeks were bright with the cold, and all the time the snowflakes were still falling. It was quiet in the yard when the children had gone, and I was left there all alone. My mouth had melted a bit and drooped even more at the corners. The shadows grew longer, and the day went to sleep. The snow clouds blew away, and the stars came out in the deep, dark sky. There were lights in the windows, and I could see Billy and Mary and little Davy trimming the Christmas tree. Put a red ball here and a blue ball there, cried Billy. And a lovely angel on the very tip-top, laughed Mary. Oh, I wish Christmas Day would hurry and come. Me too, cried little Davy. Me too. Now we must go to bed and shut our eyes and wish very hard for Christmas. Then while we're asleep, Santa will come, and when we wake up, why, it will be Christmas. And Billy and to Mary and little Davy, said Billy. So they went to bed and they fell asleep. All the lights in the house went out, and the night slept too. I felt very lonely. A little more crayon on those pages. Suddenly, far away, up in the stars, I heard a tinkling and a jingling that sounded like bells, and a wonderful sight came out of the dark, sleepy night. It was Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. He was riding in a sleigh loaded down with toys. It was pulled by 8 reindeer, and they ran like the wind. The tinkling of the sleigh bells filled the night, and the starlight sparkled on Santa and the 8 reindeer. Ho, ho, ho. They stopped on the rooftop, and Santa whisked down the chimney. Soon Santa had left all the presents piled around the dark, shining Christmas tree. Then the most wonderful thing happened, and it happened to me. Santa reached down and picked up the stick that little Davy had dropped near my feet. There now, he said. And a few minutes later, even a snowman must know Santa loves him, and he rode away in the dark, starry night. You can see that? Early this morning, the children ran into the yard. "Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman," they shouted. Then they were quiet and filled with wonder. There I was, standing proudly with my Christmas presents. For I wore Santa's very own cap, his nice woolly red cap, a gift just for me from Santa Claus. But Santa had given me another wonderful present, too. Little Davy noticed it right away. "Look," he cried, pointing, and sure enough, gone from my face was that drooping mouth little Davy had drawn. Santa Claus had given me a big, broad, happy smile, the finest Christmas present in the world. Everyone was glad. The snowman had not been forgotten on Christmas Day, and everyone smiled happy Christmas smile just like the one Santa gave me. And the big red sun was happy too. And that's the end. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that was a quick short story. What I liked about it, on the front it says new longer lasting binding to help it last longer, and it did. 73 years so far. And then on the back side it says something about with the new sidings that you can wipe off. That's great too. But you know what, they really needed something that was anti-crayon for the pages inside. Oh, well, that's the end of that. We'll see you next time, if I can remember where things are. Bye bye.